One of the doozies of the day. Rams-Cowboys. Rams kind of got their mojo back. Favored by 1.5 on the road versus the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys are reeling right now. Over under at 48.5. Do you think the Cowboys can win this game and get back on track?
Well, the Cowboys will win the opening toss, take the ball, or the Rams will win the toss and defer. And the Cowboys will go right down the field, they'll score a touchdown, and then it'll all fall apart, just like it has each of the last two games. I just don't believe in the Cowboys at this point. They've deserved it. They've earned it. And the Rams all of a sudden are playing much, much better. This is going to be a tough one for the Cowboys. And the Wade Phillips, Jason Garrett angle, I love that. Wade Phillips fired during the season in 2010 by the Cowboys. Jason Garrett was given the job. Jason Garrett was getting paid more than Wade Phillips at the time, reportedly. I like the Rams to win this one 31-20. They are finally using Todd Gurley with no concern about whether or not he's going to be able to get out of bed the next day. And I think that was the thing that was holding the offense back all year long. They were afraid to overuse him because they didn't want him to not be available when the games counted the most. Now that they're in desperation mode and they need to keep winning, I think that we will see Todd Gurley firing on all cylinders. And the Cowboys, just they were uninspired last week, and they needed to win. They were uninspired against the Bills, and they needed to win. There's no reason to think it's going to change. I think their bubble burst when they lost to the Patriots, that they felt like that was their chance for a signature win. They didn't do it, and I think they just kind of collectively, just after Jerry Jones said what he said, I just feel like the wind came out of the sails, and I think it's going to continue. 31-20, the Rams over the Cowboys.
Wow, 31-20. Okay. It's hard to have faith in the Cowboys. I mean, come on, they've lost 4 of their last 5, and again, I don't think they win and beat the Detroit Lions if Matthew Stafford plays that game. They could lose all 5. They got lucky with an injury, really, for that. So it's hard right now. The Rams defense is really good. They're multiple. They do a lot of different things. They're going to pose problems for the Cowboys offense. So, I give advantage Rams defense in that part of it. And then you flip it around, and the Cowboys defense is good, but not great. And the biggest thing, Mike, as you've heard me say 95 million times, is they don't do anything different on defense. And the big thing is, last year in the divisional playoff game, Sean McVay cracked the code. And he did it a little last week against the Seattle Seahawks, who run the same defense as the Dallas Cowboys. So this is going to be one interesting thing to me, too. Is Dallas going to watch the game from last week and go, oh, they did to Seattle what they kind of did to us in the divisional playoff game? And for all those out there, when you might go, what did they do? They ran to the shade nose almost every running play the whole game. So they ran the play they wanted to against the look they wanted to the whole game because the Seahawks and Cowboys don't adjust. All they ever do is play harder, hit harder. And that just doesn't work in 2019. Sorry. And really that's what happened. They ran to what we would call the guard bubble in the NFL, plays they wanted to run. So, last year what happened is the Cowboys would set up and, the strength goes over here to the right side. The Rams would break the huddle and 2 tight ends would be to the right, strength to the right, and then the bubble would be to the weak side left, and they would either run the play they wanted to the weak side bubble or they would shift the tight ends back over to the left side, and the Cowboys don't change their defense alignments when things like that happen. And then they would have more guys on that side of the ball than the Cowboys could handle without getting too technically there and just continue to gash them. And that's what they did to the Seahawks last week. And that's scary when you play the Rams because when they start to run the ball like that, the bootleg, the screens, the play actions, everything start to look amazing and unstoppable, and you're screwed over that way. I'm going Rams too. 24-20. I think they get the win, and the Cowboys will still be reeling.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.